Pleasant day, students. Welcome to TLE Dressmaking and Tailoring 7. This video lesson is about sewing tools and materials. Identify sewing tools and equipment and their uses. We are on our week 1, day 2. At the end of the learning period, the student should be able to identify and classify tools and materials in dressmaking, determine the best tool for a particular task, and appreciate the importance of knowing the different sewing tools and materials. For our pretest, just a little reminder: follow the instructions of your teacher on where you will write your answers. Read each item carefully and choose the letter or the best answer from the choices. You have 5 seconds to answer. Let's start. Number 1. This is an essential tool for making pattern of a hip line. The answer: hip curve. Number 2. This tool is used to shape the armhole and neckline. The answer: stretch curve. Number 3. Material used for assembling or designing pieces of garment. It differs in size and color. The answer: thread. Number 4. This holds the straight pins and needles in place to prevent accidents. The answer: pin cushion. And number 5. A small hard-fitted cup worn on the finger for protection while sewing, and also helps push the needle. The answer: thimble. Let's take a quick recap of our previous lesson. What do you call the tools used to measure physical quantity? The answer: measuring tools. Number 2. What kind of tool is tailor's chalk? Marking tools. Number 3. What are the 3 examples of small scissors? They are trimming scissors, embroidery scissors, and buttonhole scissors. And number 4. This tool transfers the tracing wheel's markings onto the fabric. What is this tool? The answer: dressmaker's carbon plate. And number 5. What tool is used to measure straight seam lines and cutting lines and measures 12 to 18 inches? The answer is ruler. Let us continue with our lesson of sewing tools. From our previous module, we know that there are 5 classifications of sewing tools. These are measuring tools, marking tools, cutting tools, drafting tools, and pinning and sewing tools. We have already discussed the first 3 classifications, and we will now continue with the drafting tools and the pinning and sewing tools. The 4th classification is the drafting tools. Drafting tools are tools used for creating a pattern by taking measurements from a person, form, or model to then create a foundation, a pattern used as a basis for the design. Examples: Tailor square or L, used to transfer measurements to the design pattern. It also divides the garment into the desired size. This has perfect squares and is good for straight lines and numbers. This may also serve as a tape measure. Next is the hip curve. The hip curve is a necessary tool for making pattern, as well as fitting adjustments at the hip line. This can also be used for making adjustments at the hemline. Third is the French curve. This is used to shape armhole and neckline. The fifth classification is the pinning and sewing tools. These are tools which are used to make sewing easier and safer. Pin cushion. A pin cushion holds the straight pins and needles to prevent accidents while working. Needles. Needles push the thread down through the material to form successive stitches. Various fabric weights require different needles, especially for sewing machine needles. Next would be the sewing needle threader. It helps to position the thread in the eye of the needle. It works by inserting the wire of the threader through the eye of the needle. Then put the thread on the wire and remove the needle. Another example is the thimble. Thimble is a small hard-fitted cup worn on the finger for protection while sewing and also helps push the needle. Pins are used to keep fabric together before stitching. They keep the fabric temporarily in place when the patterns are attached and cut or while sewing. Sewing box. A compartmentalized container used to keep needed sewing tools and materials together. Aside from tools, sewing also requires materials. Materials are substances with properties that enable them to be used to produce other objects. Fabric is the cloth used in making garments. The most common material for beginners is the flour sack or katchak because they are very easy to handle. Thread, used for assembling or designing pieces of a garment. Threads differ in size and color. Now let's do some activities. Are you ready? For activity A, identify the word being described in each number. Choose your answer from the box below. You have 5 seconds to answer. Number 1. Blank are substances having qualities that allow them to be used for other things. Number 2. Blank are used in assembling or constructing the parts of the garment. Number 3. Blank is a compartmentalized container used to keep sewing tools and materials together. Number 4. Blank are used to hold fabric together prior to sewing. And number 5. Blank is a small hard-fitted cup worn on the finger for protection while sewing. For activity B, in the puzzle below, find the different drafting and pinning and sewing tools. You can encircle them horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. You have 2 minutes to answer. Once the song stops, that means 2 minutes is up. Let's start. Now let's check your answers. To sum up what we have learned today, let us complete the following statement. I have learned that read the question carefully and answer in 2 to 3 sentences. In your own opinion, how did the sewing tools greatly help the dressmakers today? For our post-test, read each item carefully and choose the letter or the best answer from the choices below. You have 5 seconds to answer. Good luck! Number 1. This tool pushes the thread down through the material to form successive stitches. Number 2. A compartmentalized container used to keep necessary sewing tools and materials together. Number 3. This tool aids in putting the thread to the needle eye. Number 4. This is the cloth used in making garments. And number 5. These tools temporarily hold the fabric in place while sewing. Now let's check your answers. Number 1, C. Number 2, B. Number 3, D. Number 4, A. And number 5, B. That's it, guys. I hope you learned a lot from this lesson. See you next module.